So whether you're just feeding your family a Sunday night dinner or you're hosting people for Thanksgiving, oftentimes we get so focused on the food we're serving, we forget that the elements of our table can actually add toxins to the mix. As a health-focused homeowner and a busy parent, I know that you strive to make every decision count when it comes to your family's wellness. The truth is, the dining table is where nourishment and connection happen. It's a critical yet often overlooked place where daily exposure to toxins can occur. It's not only the materials that are in our plates, which can contain toxins, it's your flatware, your centerpieces, even some of the habits that you bring into your dining room. It can feel like you need a science degree just to shop for a new set of dishes. My mission is to simplify this for you. As a building biology practitioner, I provide fact-based knowledge that will empower you to create a healthy home that actually supports your health, not one that works against it. An informed approach to your non-toxic table setting is simple. Impactful change you can make today. Here is a science-backed guide to ensure your clean eating environment is safe from heavy metals and persistent chemicals. Welcome back. I'm Amanda. I'm a building biology practitioner, a certified home inspector, and a healthy home expert. This week we're going to talk about how to host people over for a meal and make it a really healthy and toxin-free environment. There are so many elements that end up on our table, touching our food, that oftentimes contain toxins. And I want to show you exactly what you can get to minimize toxin exposure, whether you want fancy dishes or you want something that you're going to throw away. I have everything covered in this week's blog post and video. So dinnerware presents a common exposure risk through the glazes that contain heavy metals like lead and cadmium. These elements can leach out of the ceramic and into your food, especially when it's exposed to heat, extended storage, or acidity. So that would be like coffee, fruit, or tomato sauce. And not all ceramics are created equal. The material and the firing process are kind of key to safety. So earthenware and stoneware, these are fired at lower temperatures, making them more porous. And so they rely heavily on glaze for a watertight finish, which increases the potential risk if the glaze is cheap or improperly sealed. Porcelain and bone china are fired at extremely high temperatures, and these materials are very dense and less porous. So while generally safer, the glaze can still contain lead or cadmium, particularly in non-food grade decorative items or older pieces. Glassware that is clear or tempered like Corelle are among the most inert and stable options. And since they are generally non-porous and do not require heavy glazing, they're excellent choices for a truly toxin-free kitchen. And when you're looking for lead-free dinnerware, keep these building biology principles in mind. First and foremost, demand transparency. So look for manufacturers that voluntarily provide lab test results, which demonstrates their commitment to quality and safety. You can also look for certifications that meet strict standards, such as the California Proposition 65. You also want to avoid bright decorations. Lead and cadmium are commonly used in vibrant, glossy colors. So your lowest risk choice is plain, clear glass, or simple white or uncolored ceramic that is clearly labeled food safe and lead-free. We also need to be careful with vintage items. Dishes produced before 1971 are at a higher risk of containing high levels of lead in their glazes. So if you inherited or purchased vintage ceramics, consider them decorative and do not use them for serving or storing food, especially hot or acidic items. Your cutlery selection is actually equally as important. It's in direct contact with your food and your mouth for every single meal. And when it comes to metal, stability and corrosion resistance are primary concerns. For durable, high quality, and also non-toxic flatware is 1810 stainless steel. So this ratio refers to the alloy composition. 18% is chromium, and this is for rust prevention. And then 10% is nickel. So this is for maintaining a lustrous finish and preventing corrosion. This alloy is extremely stable, and it's also non-reactive. So this ensures minimal leaching of metals into your food. And it's really important to understand nickel. So while nickel is a common allergen, in the 1810 grade, the nickel is locked into the steel alloy, making it highly stable. So if you or a family member has an extreme nickel sensitivity, then you would look for 18-0 stainless steel. This is nickel free, but it is also less corrosion resistant, or you could even explore specialty alternatives. So if you're seeking kind of a modern colored flatware like matte, black, or brushed gold, what you would do is look for pieces that use a physical vapor deposition, so PVD coating. PVD is a vacuum coating process that binds metal particles to the steel, and it creates a really durable finish without using any sort of chemical solvents. So while generally safe, you would treat these pieces gently and opt for hand washing or an eco cycle on your dishwasher to ensure longevity and that nothing chips off. Another alternative is titanium flatware. For the most inert and lightweight option, this would be a safe and modern choice. Titanium is naturally non toxic, it's highly durable, and completely non reactive with all foods. Are you a little unsure about where you even should be starting with a healthy house? Like, what are the first steps? After 10 plus years of hands on experience, I know what those first steps are, and I know the steps to take that won't have you spending lots of money in the beginning, but will get you excited for all of the changes and all the potential that your house has. The truth is, creating a healthy house doesn't have to be really expensive, it doesn't have to be really complicated. You just have to know the exact steps to take. Anybody can check things off a list, and that's exactly what I'm here to help you do. My free ebook is an amazing resource to help you get started on getting toxins out of your house and creating healthier habits, and also planning for the future for some of those bigger changes. Wood serving pieces and cutting boards are natural, but they must be maintained properly. So we want to ensure any wood is bonded with non-toxic food grade glues and adhesives and finished only with natural oils. I recommend coconut, beeswax, walnut, anything that is natural and food grade. We want to avoid pieces finished with synthetic lacquers or varnishes or mineral oils. Even your tablecloth and napkins can impact your indoor environment, and many commercial home textiles are actually treated with chemicals for convenience, but it comes at the cost of your health. When you see a tablecloth or napkin advertised as stain resistant or waterproof, you should immediately exercise caution. These properties are often achieved by coating the fabric with PFAS, also known as the forever chemical. So PFAS do not break down in the environment or in the human body. They actually contribute to household dust, which is a major pathway of exposure, especially for children. Health-focused studies have linked PFAS exposure to a weaker immune system and other concerns. So a safer swap is to always choose natural fibers. Look for organic cotton or organic linen, napkins, and tablecloths that are specifically labeled as untreated or PFAS free. Embrace the natural look of these fibers. A small food stain is a minor issue compared to introducing persistent toxins into your home. So a safer swap is to always choose natural fibers. Look for organic cotton or organic linen, napkins, and tablecloths that are specifically labeled as untreated or PFAS free. Embrace the natural look of these fibers. A small food stain is a minor issue compared to introducing persistent toxins into your home. And with centerpieces, we want to be creating a warm atmosphere, and it should not compromise your air quality. So ditch paraffin wax and synthetic fragrances, which release VOCs when we're looking at candles. It will also release particulate matter into the air. If you absolutely have to have a candle, opt for 100% pure beeswax or unscented vegetable wax. Candles with cotton wicks. This allows you to set a beautiful table with a clean burning light. And then for decor, use natural elements like non-toxic, food-safe wooden bowls, fresh greenery, or flowers. And ensure that flowers are not heavily sprayed with pesticides either. This will help you create a beautiful, toxin-free centerpiece. A core principle of building biology is managing the indoor environment. When hosting, simple ventilation is your most effective tool. When you have a group gathered, CO2 levels quickly rise, leading to stale air and even poor cognitive function. So simply crack a window during your gathering, even slightly. This simple action reduces CO2 and VOCs and makes a significant improvement to your indoor air quality. And then running an air purifier with a HEPA and activated carbon filter in or near your dining area while you're entertaining is a proactive way to capture airborne particles and reduce volatile organic compounds that might be off-gassing from either your furniture or your cooking. Before and after your meal, clean your table and your surfaces with simple, non-toxic solutions. You want to avoid conventional sprays that contain synthetic fragrances and harsh chemicals, which actually introduce more VOCs to your space. A simple solution of a concentrate that is EWG verified is all you need to maintain a truly clean eating environment. So, by making these mindful, informed choices, you're not just setting a beautiful table, you're empowering your family's health. And this week on the blog, I have all of my Healthy House approved picks for you. You can get to the link either above in the video or you can head to the video description. As always, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're able to take at least one idea from this video and apply it to your own table at home. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe to my channel because I am here every single week with new ideas and new ways that you can create a healthier home, one that actually supports your health and wellness rather than burdening it down.